How many of you have been bullied by your bathroom mirror? I remember the last time I let it happen to me. I was 6 weeks postpartum and had just survived my first devastating ordeal as a mother. At 23 days old, my perfect, brand new baby daughter developed a fever. It kept climbing 101, 102, 104. As we rushed her to the hospital, it reached 105. She began seizing, turned green. Her condition was so severe that our usual hospital couldn't treat her, and we had to make the agonizing drive to another clinic. And even there, for days, there were no answers, only more terrifying questions. Are her kidneys shutting down? Is her brain failing? Will she die? But we made it. After 5 hellish days, we found her the right diagnosis and eventually brought her back home. As I set her up in her bassinet, she cooed up at me happily, and I finally took a shower. I remember stepping out and getting a glimpse of my body in the mirror. Body that had just birthed a whole human last month, that hadn't slept or showered, that had given every liquid, blood, sweat, milk, tears to keep my daughter alive, and did it. But instead of feeling joy, I felt this pang of disgust. Then came the voice. You know the one. What's wrong with you? You should be back in your pre-baby jeans by now. Dark, right? Like really dark. But also probably really familiar for a lot of us. Why is it that motherhood is marked by this feeling of never, ever enough? That we should sacrifice everything for our partners, our kids, our jobs, and also be thin and careful while doing it. I realized that day I wanted a different story for my daughter. Because if we don't heal our own stories, we pass them on to our kids. I wanted my daughter to grow up believing and knowing that she could fight for her own wants and desires. But first, I had to want that for myself. And for so many of us, that's the really freaking hard part. But I did it for her. Still kind of feels like a miracle. I healed my relationship with my body and myself. Now it's a daily practice, one that I actually cherish. Part of that daily practice, you guys, is around me protecting my pleasure. I see my friends. I walk past the 4 loads of unfolded laundry with a smile. I say no to making homemade bingo for the Valentine's Day party at school. Kids don't even care. Turns out, being a little selfish is actually one of the most selfless things we can do. To fight mom burnout, orient your life around pleasure. Did some of you just get the ick when I said pleasure? I know, I kind of felt it. Why are we like this? Probably because we live in a culture where fatigue is a badge of honor, burnout the highest crown. So it's no wonder we devalue our own pleasure, that we aren't sleeping, that we're hating ourselves thin, one awful, dry chicken breast at a time. When I tell another mom that I went to a friend's house and we laughed and drank wine, I see the knee-jerk reaction. Must be nice. It is nice. I dare you to start wanting nice things for yourself and for your friends. I dare you to tell your friend her partner actually can watch the kids. At first, the shift is going to feel weird. The guilt is going to creep in. And not just because you're setting boundaries, but because an old version of you is dying. So take a minute, especially when you feel like you don't have one, and ask yourself, how am I really feeling? What am I actually hungry for? What do I need right now? Maybe it's comfort, connection, rest. Maybe it's a call with your bestie or sunshine on your face. And before your guilt or your to-do list toss you out of it, here's the science. Pleasurable moments trigger dopamine, the feel-good hormone that keeps us happy, motivated, and relaxed. It helps us sleep, boosts our memory, and keeps us calm when the lunches need to be packed, our partner's in a pissy mood, and the dog just barked all over the white sofa. To be the moms we say we want to be, we need dopamine. But I'll caution you, there are two different types: delicious dopamine and detrimental dopamine. Detrimental dopamine hits are the quick, cheap hits, the snack we grab at 10 p.m., the wine we're not even savoring, the doom scrolling late at night, the things that take the edge off but aren't actually useful. Delicious dopamine lasts longer. It fills us with joy and peace. So let's take the science and put it into action. Together, we're going to make our pleasure plans. First, I want you to list out all possible delicious dopamine hits. Everything that feels really good for you in your life, but doesn't leave you with a hangover or regret. Next, I want you to schedule your delicious dopamine. You plan everything else in your life: carpools, doctor's appointments, family photo shoots. You have to be willing to plan your pleasure too. Make it non-negotiable. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be a 2-hour massage or entire weekend away with your girlfriends. It can be as simple as a 20-minute walk. Learning to prioritize your pleasure means also unlearning perfectionism. You're waiting to take care of yourself until everything else is done. You'll be waiting forever. So get a B+ in the mom stuff. And unfortunately, I know the cost of not taking care of yourself firsthand. Just over a year ago, I got a gut-wrenching call from my dad that brought me to my knees. My mom, my best friend, had attempted to take her own life. And as her daughter, I'm heartbroken. But as a mother myself, I can understand how my mom got to this breaking point. My mom was the Pinterest mom before Pinterest even existed. She was PTA president, made snacks from scratch, and celebrated every holiday for us. I mean, for real, you guys, who else decorates the entire house for the first day of spring? My mom did. She was what most of us would consider to be perfect. But that goal of perfection required her to keep taking herself off the list. It required her to give up her career. It made her feel guilty for wanting to take care of herself, even if it was just a painting class or a tennis clinic. But most tragically, it meant that she couldn't fully address what became soul-sucking, crippling depression. So I'm begging you, we are both begging you to please get a B+ in the mom stuff. Let your partner dress the kids and take the snacks to the soccer game. Take people up on their offers to help you. Seriously, where are people offered to help? Have you taken them up on it? We have to be willing to give up the control and the guilt. Now, not all guilt is bad. Sometimes it can point us back to our values. If I overreact and I snap at my daughter, my guilt is useful. It's showing me who I don't want to be. But so much of the guilt that we carry as women doesn't even belong to us. It's inherited and passed down through the shoulds of other people. This is false guilt. But the more you organize your life around pleasure, the quieter the false guilt becomes. When I'm losing to the guilt monster, another voice inside my head, I turn to my daughter, Luna. Like most kids, she is a pro at pleasure. This girl knows what she likes. She knows what she likes to play, what she likes to eat, what she likes to wear. Every day is an occasion for a sparkly tutu with Adidas joggers underneath. Part of me wants to force her into the many adorable matching outfits I bought for her. Outfits that other moms, including myself, would look at approvingly. But I don't, because she's twirling through life with freedom and joy. And I know it's my job to protect that. So fight for yourself like that. Fight for your own version of that sparkly tutu. Organize your life around pleasure and joy, not guilt and dread. Do it for them. But more importantly, do it for yourself. Thank you.